Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing and completing our Let's Play of beautiful Desolation. Where we left off last time, we were about to go to Babel, but first we have to do something here with this device which is turned on. So let's click on that with our Agnet controlled drone thing. And there's a video, oh my. That is one rusted array, like... It's definitely seen better days. All the arrays are coming online, that's kind of cool. I don't know what that did. It was very neat, whatever it was, but I don't entirely know what it is that has happened. The whole ground is shaking. It's probably not a great sign, to be honest. But let's go to the Warden, and we can go, maybe, to Babel at this point. See what the end of the game has in store for us. It's been a long journey. Unknown, nope, yeah, unknown? No, it's wilderness. Babel, there we go. Activate the Warden. The Temple of Babel is coming up. There's also some shield generators I'm sure we have to destroy with ion cannons. I wonder what this looks like, I'm really curious. That's pretty fancy looking. What does this do? Oh.
Want us what?
We're locked and loaded here.
Here goes nothing.
Here goes nothing. Do it.
Are we being chased? Nobody's tried the ion cannon approach to destroying Babel before? We've landed in Babel, I think, or we're landing in Babel. We're going across the bridge. Wait, hold up. You know what? It occurs to me that we are actually at the end of the game. I just need to clear my throat 1 second, guys. Sorry. So, we should probably look at the codex entries before we go into wherever we're going. Fireball. Sacred fire burns atop the temple's watchtowers.
Can't believe we made it.
Me neither. So this is the temple. Sanctum.
Almost home.
Okay.
Mark, I know up till now we've been through hell, and I've been trying to be a good brother to you.
You're a good man.
Don, you're a good man. You just needed someone to help you remember that.
You remember that last camping trip? The one where I forgot Dad's beer. I didn't forget it. I left it behind. I wanted us to have one good memory with Dad. One memory that wasn't soaked in booze. I just want you to be happy. And then I took any happiness you had away. I never wanted to hurt Charlize. You have to believe me.
It was an accident.
It was an accident, Don.
I know I can never undo what happened. But I want to be better. I love you, Mark.
Love you too.
Don, I love you too.
Aww. Brothers in Arms, another achievement. Okay, we need to go look at the codexes. It's time. Let's take a look at what we have so far. So we have a Warden map. This just shows all the Warden locations. We have the Nest Pyramid. Pretty cool looking sketch. Moss Cave, also neat. Witherberg. Hennessy Fortress. Nest itself. The Boneyard, creepy. Kakis, which is a very cool place actually. Snow, which is, yeah, town, more snow. And Agnet, which that's the sort of battle mech looking one. That's the bipedal gun one that we use in combat a lot. That's, I think, the smaller gun one that we used also a lot because it has great guns. That's Boss, which is the Lost Civilization. Mongrel, which is of course the people we gave the ion cannon to. Bunch of sketches of that. Priests. See You All. The overpass where we started the game. The old airport, been there. The ancient Agnet base, we've also been there once, twice. Volcanic settlement, that's where the Flay were and are not anymore. Hanasi Gate, of course. Inside the shield, that was Chizunyama. And then Mongrel, the Hanasi pit. Trace symbols, that was for that one puzzle. Also trace symbols for the other same puzzle and that one. Chizunyama, the culture that we destroyed by accident. And the investigation, those are the first couple numbers we got. Charlize, where everything started. The Penrose, that took us back in time, or forward in time I should say. The Array, Tear Slingshot Device, or sorry, Tear Slingshot Device, Tether Device, Red Mercury, the Array Control Pylon unlocked, the Boneyard, and then we're back to the Warden map. So that's all the codexes we got. I think I might have missed a couple throughout the game, but we got largely most of the codexes. Epitaph.
Those statues, the Dullahan, Inya, and Varia.
Knit together in the womb of Darius, the Dullahan, Varyar, and Inya fell from the Penrose. The Dullahan sought peace for Slag. The three were welcomed into the mongrels' homes.
These statues are ancient.
Inya pleaded with the Dullahan to help the mongrels by bringing fire upon their mortal enemies. The mongrels were thankful, celebrating in song as the three ascended into the skies.
Who made these choices?
How is this possible?
A blight of memory inflicted the Hanasi. The Dullahan took pity on what the Chizunyama had wrought on them. Pherrid pleaded with the Dullahan for mercy on their souls. The three helped the Hanasi claim the Chizunyama's magic for themselves, removing the curse.
What a beautiful garden.
Varyar blessed the great arena as a place where heroes are forged from bone and blood.
This temple feels so peaceful.
Creatures of vines and earth begged for solitude, while brothers of metal had long since been divided. The throne of bone and blood crumbled under the Varyar's might. The three discovered the mother of this land. She covered his existence in dust, undoing her creation. That's what we did.
How are these statues telling our story?
Good question. They helped all that asked. At the end, the three stood ready to birth a new world. We are the three, obviously. I don't know how exactly, though. Let's find out. We're going through a portal. A very cool looking portal. To the Penrose. I like the music here. We have a thing to talk to, but I'm going to look around a teensy bit. Can we even get over there? No. Okay. I think this is where we started the game, this device. In fact, I know it's where we started the game. Let's talk to it, I guess. There's nowhere else to go.
Welcome, my friend. Our time apart has been challenging. Thank you for returning to the temple, to the gardens planted and nurtured in your name.
What's going on?
My curious child, your questions are always the same. A mind trapped in linear time cannot fathom this predicament.
Please try to explain it to me.
My child, you are not Mark Leslie. You are a facsimile created from the minds of Mark, Don, and even Pooch an age ago. The helix of infinity binds us all together, a trinity. Even now, the innocence of Pooch is being pulled into our minds. She is here with us. Can't you feel her love?
I think I can feel her. I can feel her warmth.
You three were needed to fulfill the prophecies of this world, to harvest the crops that I have been planting for generations.
So I was just fulfilling prophecy.
Yes. And no. Those that guided your choices helped you. They helped you to be good, to be wise. And even in those choices, you and Don were kept together. You made it here together, stronger than you could ever be if you were apart. But no, we are at the end of our journey, waiting to be pulled through time itself. We shall then start this journey through life again until we meet at this very temple, again and again and again.
Wait, if I'm not the real Mark Leslie, what happened to him?
Now that is a story I love to tell. Working together, you escaped unscathed. Unfortunately, the data disk was encrypted, and your investigation soon forgotten. Your relationship with Don, fostered on that stormy night, grew from strength to strength. You stood beside him on his wedding day, congratulated him proudly as he named his son Mark, and mournfully uttered the eulogy at his funeral. Pooch worked on the Penrose until she was no longer needed. She lived out her life as an agnate farmhand at a place that would become known as the Kettle. Opening yourself up to the light in the world, you welcomed a lovely woman into your heart, and you were happy. You died with her at your bedside. I can hear your heart thumping. Relax, Mark. Let my words wash over you as we are reborn. Next time will be different.
Alright, I think that's the end of the game. That was a pretty good game. It wasn't my favorite game of all time by any measure, but it was a pretty strong narrative. A lot of my criticisms of the game are going to come from the fact that it doesn't have like a really good hint system and sort of like to tell you where and why you're doing things. There's definitely some points of the game where I'm like, I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing, and there hasn't been a lot of context clues where I'm supposed to go, or even, I guess maybe my biggest concern is like, I didn't understand or didn't have a grasp of the jeopardy of the story. Like, I didn't know why we were trying to get home, what sort of the outcome would be if we managed to get home. There wasn't that driving force. Our driving force was simply to get home. So that was kind of not the greatest motivation for me, because I wanted to really enjoy this world that they built, which is a really nice world. It's well developed. There's a lot of open spaces that could be filled up with stuff. Sometimes it seemed like it was a little too open. They're just sort of like one thing in an entire zone, and that it seemed kind of wasted in that regard a little bit. But the graphics, like the actual artwork and world itself, were just really cool. Like, I really enjoyed the Agnets, I enjoyed the Moss and the Nest, I enjoyed the Hanasi and the Chizinyama, you know, all the factions, the Prayer, the Afflay, and the Mongrels. I felt it could be expanded upon, though. Each faction was very, like, small and limited to a handful of characters each, which is understandable. This was a smaller studio that did a Kickstarter campaign, and that's perfectly acceptable, but, I mean, at the same time, I would have liked a little more fleshed out of a world. But yeah, other than that, it was a really good game. a little bit more guidance or context clues as to where you're supposed to go and what to do, because sometimes you're like, I have no idea what to do, and I spend hours just flying around to each new area trying to figure out someone to talk to, and no one will talk to you if they have nothing to say to you. You can't just go into a conversation with an NPC and be like, hey, by the way, I'm looking for this thing, maybe give me a clue of where to go. No one will talk to you unless they have something very specific to say to you about a quest or a goal in mind. So that's really all I got. Like I always ask at the end of a series, if you enjoyed the content, please feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, I guess we're going to finish up Spellforce, Soul Harvest, and then we're going to start on a new game. So, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.